So Fran, it seems to me that you've really liked what we've talked about today. So let's get started and get your home on the market. How's that sound?
I do want to get it in the market, but I would like to check around with a couple of other real estates to get a, price. I want to get the most for my money, like John Bonakas at the Ruby Realty, or the newest one out, U.S. Realtors.
Got it. That's not a problem. I understand, really wanting to make sure you're making a good decision, and it's a big investment, your home. Now let me ask you this. So we've talked about having a far reach, the fact that my agency is part of leading real estate companies of the world. And that sounds good to you, right? Having as many people as possible exposed to your home.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And the fact that I use Craigslist, which is a great asset for people who don't know all the small towns. So they may know Maine and they'd love to live here. That sounds good to you?
That does.
Yeah. And you know that our agency does have 24 offices statewide. So we're Portland to Bangor, South Portland, Bethel, Brunswick. A lot of referrals happen within that network. When possible, we prefer to use someone in our own agency.
I do like that. I do like that. It's a lot of real, offices, because I might want to buy something else out of the area myself.
Yeah. And we have such great training that using our own agents is a real plus. So let me ask you, so you've identified a couple of agents that you'd like to speak with?
Yes.
And could I ask who they are?
I just told you a minute ago, John Manukas and the other guy, I can't think of the name, from the U.S. Realtors. Oh.
John Manukas is one. Let's one thing we've talked about is how important that presentation is, that online presence. That's really your store. Don't you agree?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
That's where people come to look. Let's look at John's listings just to get a sense. So let me key those in. These pictures aren't bad. Do you notice?
Yeah.
They're a little bit dark. I notice they don't show anything about the surrounding community, the recreation or shopping. You notice too, in this one you can't tell if it's a part of the master bedroom or if it's the family room or if it's the living room. I've found that captions really help with that. People look at so many homes that they sometimes forget which is which. So to reiterate in captions how much acreage there is and what the view is like, or anything that could capture their imagination. Do you find that helpful, the comments?
Yes.
Yeah. And I see there's no tour, there's no virtual tour on this one. I do think that people find the voice narrated virtual tour really powerful. I actually once had a full price list offer on a $350,000 home by someone who hadn't seen it, someone in Louisiana in the military. And because of the tour and the quality of the photos and the number of the photos, they were completely comfortable, even without their agent seeing the home. So is that something that you see as valuable to have the comments?
Yes, I do.
You do, yeah. And who was that other agent you were thinking of?
I said I don't remember their name.
Okay, great.
I got their number.
Yeah. Well, we can get started right now and really have you up and running in about a day. I can take photos tomorrow and give you the widest exposure that I think you're going to get anywhere.
Well,
How does that sound to you?
I might not mind, but I've always been leery about having what if I don't like it, the service? What if I want to get out of it in a month? Can I do that? I don't want to be committed to that anything longer than that.
I understand.
In other words, if you're doing a good job, yes, I'll stay with you for a period of time, but if I don't like it, I don't wanna feel trapped in it.
Yeah, I understand that. That's a fair deal. I make a point of speaking with my sellers weekly to give an update on the market, what's happening, always giving feedback. But honestly, if you're not happy, I don't want you to be unhappy. So if you're not happy, there's always a way out. I do not hold
Okay,
you
then I'm
hostage.
okay with starting up then. As long as I
Okay,
know
great.
that that's the part that I needed to resolve, because
Yeah,
if I got in there in a month down the line, I'm thinking, no, I don't like what's happening, I don't like, she isn't calling me like she said, whatever. I wanna have somebody that's on top of it and is doing a good job.
right.
You know, good
And what
person.
I would ask of you is to have that feedback honestly to me. If there's something you don't like,
I will, don't
I
worry.
want to know it.
That's why I'm telling you now.
I like it because truth is I can change, and I want you to feel good about this. So let's
Okay.
get going.
Let's get going then.
Great.